And we're back for more Your Voice. Now, during the holidays, you can't help but think of those yummy desserts. And speaking of which, we'll step into our studios as we speak to Miss Parul Patel, the famous cake designer herself.
So why do you decide to do eggless? I mean, eggless is not everyone's favorite type of cake. You see a lot of other different kinds of versions. Eggless usually doesn't leave a good taste in people's mouths. So what decided you to do eggless?
Well, I happen to be a very strict vegetarian. I don't eat eggs. And because I don't eat eggs, every time I had a special occasion, I would go to a local bakery that did make eggless cakes. And, the cakes were fine, but they didn't do any custom work. They do sheet cakes. They don't do anything beyond that.
Right.
And I would always, for my children's birthdays, I would want something that looked like an object, or, they refused to do something like that, and then I would say, all right, fine, can you do this color border, this type of border, this, this color and this and that. And even that was very difficult to get. So I finally decided, well, I want to have this type of cake, so might as well try it and see how it goes. So I did it for my own children's birthdays.
Right.
And I felt like there are other people out there like me that must want the same thing. You know, and I know there is a huge population of strict vegetarians in the United States, especially in the Northeast.
Right.
And many of them go all out for their events, and then when it comes time for a cake, they're limited in their options.
Right.
So I knew that there was this need, and that was underserved. And many of my friends and family loved my work, and whether they were vegetarians or not, Indian or not, they did like it, and I just decided that might as well fill this need. After doing much research and giving it much thought, I felt like this is something that people would want.
Right. So a lot of our viewers probably have already tasted your cake, and I know I personally have, and it doesn't taste like it's eggless. What's the secret? If you can tell us the secret.
I can't really tell you the secret, but what I can tell you is that we use all natural ingredients, and we use the finest ingredients, so we don't take any shortcuts. Whether it's a non-veg, whether it's an egg cake or an eggless cake, many bakeries will take shortcuts, like our cream cheese frosting is made for pure cream cheese, whereas some bakeries will use artificial cream cheese flavor. So right there, it compromises the flavor. And when you don't bake with eggs, it is a science, and to replace that, the qualities that the egg brings to the cake, it does take effort, and unfortunately I can't get that out. But what I can say is we do use the finest ingredients, and I think that's what sets us apart.
Okay. So we've seen you at a lot of events. We've seen you at a lot of private events and public corporate events. A lot of people want to know: are you a one-woman show, or do you have a full team behind you?
We do. I have a commercial kitchen. It's based in Central Jersey. It's a 2,000 square foot kitchen, and I do hire cake decorators, artists, bakers on an as-needed basis.
Okay.
We'll now step into the Sikh Heritage Gala at this year's annual Sikh International Film Festival, where we celebrate the accomplishments of Sikhs in the West. We'll speak to the organization's founder, other various leaders, and special guests.
We are celebrating the Sikh Heritage Gala here tonight to honor three very fine individuals who have done wonderful accomplishments in the chosen fields. The three honorees that we have for tonight is Gurinder Chadha, the famous filmmaker who made Bend It Like Beckham and many other wonderful documentaries. She is our awardee for art. Our second awardee, which is for leadership, is Jaspal Bindra. Jaspal is the CEO of Standard Chartered Bank Asia, a big corporate leader, and more important, someone who has made a difference and made a name for Indians and Sikhs in the world. Our final honoree for vision is Navtej Sarna, who likes to be called as an author and diplomat. Navtej is one of the finest in India's foreign service. He now serves as India's ambassador to Israel. As a writer, Navtej has published many books, including the book on Nanak.
Actually, whenever I come here to attend this function of the Sikh Art and Film Society. They are doing a yeoman job in propagating and educating people in America about the Sikh history, Sikh thought, and Sikh cultural and Sikh religious issues, so that people are aware how we live with the different shape.
It's a great pleasure for me to be here this evening at the invitation of Mr. Bindra and his associates for this gala dinner, for this Sikh arts and cultural event. They have really grown from strength to strength, and I wish them well and congratulate them for keeping the flag flying of our Sikh community and the Indian community outside.
I'm very glad to be here at this annual gala of the Silk Arts and Film Festival. This is one of the highlight events of the year calendar in New York, and it's a proud matter for all of us from India and for the Sikh community.
Great to be here once again at the Gala Mohinda, celebration of Sikh heritage, Sikh culture, the film festival. Everybody looks beautiful, everybody's enjoying the evening. Many important people here in the business community and the arts, and along with our great town supervisor for the town of North Hempstead, I'm enjoying the evening.
The Sikh Art and Film Foundation honored 3 very special members of the international Sikh community. Let's meet them and hear what they had to say, followed by a special entertainment performance.
It's always wonderful to be recognized by your own community, and I met some very lovely people here. I'm very pleased to sort of meet the Asian community, and particularly the Sikh community of New York.
I think the Sikh Art and Film Foundation is doing a tremendous job of promoting Indian culture and bringing the community together and getting the message of Indian history, Sikh history out into the mainstream media and to the mainstream audiences.
I'm delighted to be in New York City, particularly the gala evening tonight. I had been hearing through my good friend Ajay Banga a lot of the good work that the Sikh Arts and Film Foundation was or has been up to over the years. But this time I saw for myself, and I have to admit, I'm truly impressed.
Thank you so much for joining us for this very special Christmas episode of Your Show, Your Voice. Don't forget to send us your valuable feedback at yourvoice@globosatent.com and visit us on the web at gen-i.us.com. I'm your host, Juhi Desai, wishing you a very Merry Christmas and a very prosperous New Year. Sahara Pranam.